Gloria.
Hey, Dr. Fink. A rank from 1 to 10. How excited are you for today's interview?
10.
10, yay. Okay, where did your love for music first begin?
Childhood.
Why did you choose the drums as your instrument?
It was always drums for me. I think I had a baby drum set as a kid. I was in choir briefly in middle school, but it was always drums.
What inspired you to study neuroscience after music?
I think as a performer, I was always, entering these sort of what you might call altered states, or just the way that music can affect your brain and body, both as a player and as an audience member. And I wanted to understand a bit more what's underlying that.
Absolutely. What made you decide to come to McMaster?
It's the perfect place for the research that I do. There's very few places in the world like the Live Lab. So for me, it's Live Lab, but it's also that it's close to where I grew up and I have a lot of family nearby. So that's a perk, but hard to beat Live Lab.
For sure. And for anyone who hasn't been, visit Live Lab. You should go. This is such a cool place. Okay, what's your favorite part about running the Beat Lab over here?
I love the students. I love getting to mentor everyone and see everyone develop their skills and just getting to do new stuff every day.
Can you describe the research being done in Beat Lab in 3 words?
Oh, in 3 words. Okay. Interdisciplinary, innovative, exciting.
How do you balance running a lab and teaching classes?
I don't.
It's very hard for every professor, I believe.
Yeah, it's a constant struggle. I love both, I should say. It's not like, oh, I only want to do research and I hate teaching. It's just, both take a lot of time and effort, and I'm definitely still trying to figure out the best ways to balance this.
For sure, yeah. What advice would you give students interested in music psychology?
I would say it's not enough to just love music. You have to also, the analytical mindset that you use in science or psychology, you have to come to music with that. So it's about more than just being a fan of music. Maybe work on developing your analysis skills around music, whether that's from a music theory perspective or from like a signal processing perspective. Don't be afraid to dive into using computer code and other things that are actually really integral to being in this field.
What's your favorite memory from teaching at McMaster so far?
It's not a specific memory, but the thing I love most is watching students have sort of aha moments when they finally get something and something clicks. It's really cool to be a part of that process for them.
Yeah. What's a common myth about neuroscience you wish everyone to stop believing?
I'm really sick of still hearing the you only use 10% of your brain myth. That's definitely not true. You're using your brain all the time. I think the root of that myth is, wanting to get people to live up more to their potential. And of course you could always be learning more and doing more, but your brain is active. 100% of your brain is active.
What's your favorite neuroscience slogan?
I think there's a tie between use it or lose it and neurons that fire together wire together.
Love it. What do you love most about living in Canada?
I really love how nice everyone is, and it's great to be so close to Lake Ontario. It's beautiful.
What do you hate most about living in Canada?
That's easily the cold. Today it's negative 15 degrees C outside.
Yeah, it's so cold outside.
Why we left our houses.
For sure. Valid. Hey again.
Hello.
What's your go-to activity when you need to recharge?
Playing drums.
Do you still play drums or other instrument regularly?
Absolutely, yeah, I still play drums. Not so much drum set, actually that's just a fun thing to do in the lab with friends, but I play orchestral percussion whenever the Mississauga Symphony or Burlington Symphony or Ancaster Symphonia, whenever they need percussion, I play with them.
Yeah, and as we can see, we have lots of instruments in the lab. Very cool. Okay, what's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Outside in good weather, eating good food with good friends or family.
What's your favorite coffee?
Cappuccino.
If you could only listen to one genre of music for the rest of your life, what would it be?
This feels like a trick question. I feel like I'm tempted to say classical because there's so much variety there. I think it would be hard to get bored. But I also love hip hop.
Okay, getting ready for rapid fire fun questions? Last song you'll listen to?
I was at the Hamilton Philharmonic over the weekend and they were playing Beethoven 7, and ever since then I've had the second movement of Beethoven 7 stuck in my head.
Best concert you've ever attended?
Any different girl.
Dream collaboration with a musician or a scientist?
Beyonce.
Morning person or night owl?
Ooh, I think I used to be a night owl and I'm shifting to a morning person. There's like a phase shift happening as I age.
Okay, vino or streaming?
Both.
Python or R?
Both.
ChatGPT or Bing AI?
ChatGPT.
Mac or Windows?
Both. The lab has both.
Lab studies or field study?
Both, because the live lab is both. It's a lab and a field study all wrapped into one.
Yay! Virtual or in person?
On a day like today, virtual, but generally I do love being in person and hanging out with everyone.
PN or B?
Oh, for those who don't know, that's our department's name, Psychology, Neuroscience, and Behavior. My PhD is in neuroscience, so I might be a little bit partial there, but I think all three are important and inform one another.
Okay, now we're going to our last two questions. If you weren't a music psychologist, what would you imagine yourself to do?
I think I'd probably still be playing music, or I would be potentially in data science.
What is one personal goal you're working toward?
I'm always thinking, how can I be a better supervisor, a better mentor, a better kind of lab manager, manager of a startup, it feels like sometimes. So yeah, just developing those skills and incorporating feedback.
Amazing! Thank you so much for attending our 33-question interview.
Thank you, Gloria.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.